series. It's your boy QS interviewing Donnis, man.
We in here. Gotta get it in. Goodfella Radio. Let's go.
Let's get it poppin'.
Make me do it to him. Shout it cause I overdo it. Don't make me do it to him. Shout it cause I overdo it. Don't make me do it. We got shit. We back to the plan again. Let's go. I want 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. I want 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Yeah, we made it to the top. People sleeping on the floor. They wouldn't let us in. Now we kicking in the door. Hey.
So as I was speaking to you before we even started, you have a very interesting kind of origin story of how you got into the mix of this whole hip-hop game and everything, right, like lines and everything, because it didn't just start at home. Like, I know you were rapping since you were young, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you look like Crisscross and
yeah,
stuff like that.
Everybody loves Crisscross.
That's sort of dancing and happier music. But you went to Tokyo in the Army, correct?
In the Air Force, yeah.
In the Air Force, all right. And when that happened, that's really how your music started to take off. Like, how did you find time to do music while in the Air Force over in Tokyo?
Every day, man. You know, it's like a regular job for the most part. You know what I mean? Work, get up at like 5, do your workout. 7:30, you gotta be at work. 7:30 to 5:30 at work, and then from there, you know what I mean? I'd go home, change real quick, hop on the train, hit up the studio, and you know, that was like what I did in my leisure time, you know what I mean? Most people like wash their car, lift weights. I was in the studio cooking up.
So you actually built your buzz completely out of the U.S., basically.
Definitely.
Like, how did you meet all those people? How did this all come together?
Just being on the scene, like for me, it was like when I first got to Japan, I wasn't really feeling it like that, you know what I mean? Because I never just ventured out. For me, I just kind of like, you know, stayed in the crib and stuff, so I'd be writing and go to the studio. My dude had a little studio and stuff, and just, I did my first like little album or whatever, and I just put it out just to see like what people around the bass and on bass would feel it. And people was like riding to it. They was like, yo, this is dope, like I'm fucking with this, and they rode to it. And from there, I started doing shows around the bass and stuff, and from there, like some promoters picked me up, and I got into like the different spots in Tokyo, which is a city called Roppongi, city called Yokohama, and then just all over Tokyo, I was just doing shows, and it was like, you know, the more shows you do, the more you out, the more people you meet, the more opportunities you get, opening up for people, and when they come over to Tokyo, so it was amazing, dude.
You got to open up for a lot of major U.S. artists when they would come over, also down there, right? Definitely. So like T.I. and people like that. Yeah. That's interesting. But then when was it? How long were you out there, and then when did you come back?
I was out there for 2 years. I returned. I was still in the Air Force. I went to Denver. Did like a year in Denver. It wasn't really. I was making a little music, but I was putting it more on like MySpace and stuff like that, because I wasn't really in the scene like that in Denver. You know, it's a big change coming from Tokyo and then going to Denver. You know?
How was that change? Like, what were the main things that kind of, I guess, buzzed you out?
It's like a culture shock. It's like, yo, you go from being around all Asian people, then like you're used to a certain type of living and stuff, and then you go to Denver, Colorado. It's like mountains, and you know, it's a little stuff to do, but it's not Tokyo. It's not that huge nightlife, because Tokyo is like 6 Times Squares or something. You know, it's like ridiculous. It's huge. It's insane. It's a great place. So to go there, it was like a lot slower, a lot more chill. So just relaxed out, started making the music, putting on MySpace and stuff, and spent my year doing that. And then I got in contact with John Legend's management or whatever, which was a management company. They kind of reached out to me. They were doing his tour management and stuff like that at the time. Asked me to move to New York. Moved to New York. Got a few deal offers. Ryan Leslie, John Legend. Kind of like was like, wasn't really for that.
You mentioned it in a song, like you said, 2003. We almost had a deal together. Like, what happened? How come it didn't come to fruition?
For me, it was like the management at the time was like, it wasn't such a good idea and stuff. I feel like everything happens at its proper time, and it happens for its reason. You just gotta like kind of gotta focus in on what it is that you want and how you're gonna make it happen. Like the deal just it wasn't right for me at the time. I'm happy it didn't happen at that time. I've grown so much as an artist and learned, you know what I'm saying, so many more things, and as far as just rapping goes. So I'm happy it didn't happen at that time, you know. But I have the utmost respect for both of those artists. Like they're idols to me, you know what I mean. And I'm sure on this album I work with probably both of them, you know.
So I think you read you kind of saying you're trying to revolutionize the sound of the South, right?
Definitely.
Like how are you doing this? Like explain to everybody how Donnis is revolutionizing the South.
For me, I'm trying to bring a new sound, a sound it's new but it's still familiar. You know what I mean? It's like the Dungeon family meets, you know, what's going on now with the synths and all this crazy stuff, which they've always been on, but it's a new voice, you know.
That's cool though. Another thing I wanted to really focus on is like you kind of had the label situation now. So are you kind of slow into trying to get back into it now? Because I know you have a lot of things going on label wise.
For me right now, like my goal is we have a single dropping, which is going to drop on Fool's Gold on November 20th. We're supposed to shoot the video probably sometime next week or something. We just got a treatment in. And we're going to push that record very, very hard, you know what I mean? And hopefully it takes on the success like Day and Night did for Cuddy over at Fool's Gold. So, or Pro Nails did for Kid Sister. Like, so we're really looking forward to seeing what the single does. And I think it's going to do well. So we're going to let that soak in with the people. And while that's happening, I'm going to be working on the debut album. Okay. Yeah, man. So not showing what record label yet that's going to be released on, but, you know.
But they're calling, right?
Yeah,
a lot of labels pretty much lined up.
Definitely, man. I hope we make the right choice. Worried.
But so last question: where can everybody find you? And once again, what can everybody look out? Like, where can they hit you up?
Oh, definitely, man. The Twitter is Donnis Music, DONNIS Music. The MySpace is the same. The website, which is a blog and stuff, is all Donnis Music. Y'all check me out there, man. I appreciate all the love everybody's showing. You know what it is. Donnis, Goodfellas Radio. We out here.
Goodfellas Radio Hip Hop Series. Q West, Donnis. Peace.
Yes, sir. We got him like, damn, Donnis back again. Truck full of money, go ahead, back it in. On a scale of 1 to 5, I would say that I'm a 10. Let me switch up the language. I don't think they comprehend. Donnis Ichiban, crop sign, Chokakui. Basically, I said, well, my life is like a movie. IMAX, HD, Dolby. I know you scared of Donnie, rated R, baby, don't be. Only, I can save you, yeah, I can save you. Donnis getting money like he grew up around a Drado. If you niggas is the shit, I'm anal. I made you. I came through fresher than before. You expired 04. Oh no, you ain't even in the store no more. I'm so 404. I'm in MIA, just throwing paper planes that I made with my change. Just $50, $20, 10 paper planes. Boy, it's Goodfella Radio, my nigga. You insane, Donnis.